right, good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bobby Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, February's just about over. We got just one more weekend, just the rest of this weekend, a few more days. And this is an interview that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Me and Zlay's been talking back and forth on social media. I used to talk back and forth with her on my old IG account. But you remember last year my IG account got hacked. Thanks a lot. People just don't have nothing to do in their life. They're going to mess with someone else's shit. But this lady is a competitor in the IFBB. She's a three-time Olympic competitor. Has made the top 5 in the last 3 years since she made her Olympia debut. This is a lovely lady. She is from across the way. Fellas, I want y'all to be very pleasant, very kind, very understanding. Like I said, she is from France. Sometimes French, their language is a little different from us. But, I want y'all to give it up and show respect to lovely ladies, the lovely Mademoiselle Barbara Majan. So welcome, ma'am. Thank you for coming through and share with us how you get started in the sport of bodybuilding.
Yeah, hello everybody. First, I was a sprinter 20 years ago, and after I have a surgery, and I stay out of training during 2 years, and after I come back to train in gym with my trainer, and I had some friends who are going to compete, and every time I go with them, and in my head, I have the idea to compete. So I was not sure at this moment. So I continue my life and everything. And in 2015, I decided with my coach to start training to my first competition in France, and it was very exciting and very new for me. And the first time on stage, I was very stressed, very impressive, and I won. And my first competition, second competition, I won. So I told myself, maybe this is my place. This is the place I have to be. And it was a motivation to continue for me. And then I took my pro card 1 year after I start in 2016. And then my first professional competition was in Toronto in 2017. I finished third, and yes, and after everything go on, and I always did top 5 always, and it was very for me. It's a place I very like to be on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty good because you know what, like I said, you were athletic background. You started out, and that's how some ladies started out. I remember I do interviews with ladies before, say how they start off in one sport and transition over to another sport. And
Hmm.
especially, people like I know Mila Ash, she used to do track. Linda Murray, she did track. I mean, I think a lot of track stars have those great muscle development.
Hmm.
Because especially if you're a sprinter. You got to have the
Yeah.
muscle because the long runners you don't need a lot of muscle because you're running like 80 like almost 2 or 3 miles, but just sprinting you got need that muscle to push. And
Yeah.
here we have people coming through here, and most definitely one of our biggest fans of the channel. This is my man Balls Deep. He actually says, "Good morning, gorgeous." He's a big fan to you of yours.
Hello.
He says also salute and what up, George? Yeah, Balls Deep, like I said, Chicago in here. He's also says smash the like button. And his other comment, he says that she looks like a sexy Dorla Mulliday. That's the female soldiers of the Black Panther.
Hmm. Hmm.
She has that. She has a great. She like a milk dud. You want to lick the milk dud. But yeah. But you took a break. Oh yeah, you said do a pick dance. No, she's got a shirt on. No pick dance. Balls deep. We're not gonna do that. So
No,
yeah,
no,
no,
no.
no, she got a shirt. But you took break from 20. After 2017 was your pro debut. You didn't come back and compete to 2020. What were you doing in between those 3 years?
I was working a lot, and I was I don't really know what I I would like to do at this moment. And every time I was asking to me what I'm going to do, uh, going to do sports or working like everyone. And one day I stay and I was thinking about what I'm going to do, and I like the challenge. So at this moment, I decided to have a challenge and to see if I was able to do something and go on my goal. And it was very suddenly. So I decided to continue with my trainer, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a thing because I think like with this bodybuilding, it is a tough sport, and it's not
Mhm.
for everybody. You got
No,
the time you got to put in, the work you got to put in. I know, like I said, you're a mother. Also, you have a
yeah,
daughter,
I am.
and
Hmm.
you have to raise a child and then try to find squeezing time to spend time with her, and then
Yeah,
you do what you got to do, and that's the thing about this, ladies like yourself, like who have those responsibilities, and then you still have a passion for this sport. I mean, that's why I give a lot of respect to women like yourself. Folks, we're gonna jump quick on social media. We got her on IG, and I'm looking at some stuff over here,
hmm,
and this is some pictures you posted, some videos, and I'm telling you, she has a like this is what my man. She has a great body, folks. I mean, you gotta, you gotta look at some of the stuff on here. This is like, I
thank you.
think, this is you working out, you know, and just one of your training sections, and you do,
Hamstring.
yeah. And how often do you train during the week?
During the week, I train maybe 2 hours a day. So from Monday to Friday, 2 hours each day.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. And what you have a routine you start, or like are you just
Yeah, I always start by abdominals and glutes and calves, and then I'll start my session.
mhm.
On Monday it's shoulders, Tuesday it's legs, Wednesday my back, and on Thursday all my shoulders again, and Friday again my legs.
Yeah, and she has a great back. Look at this back, guys. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's
uh,
my best part.
Yeah, I think the thing. I think one thing I hear a lot of ladies say that their back sometimes be the thing that be their issue because you can't really see your back as well, and some shows have been won like because of their back. And here's some pictures here because here's a photo here. I think this is from you did a photo session. This is from Mike. What's his name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
difficult name to spell.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, good, very good photographer.
yeah.
I like working with him.
Hmm.
He's very good photographer.
I know you worked with Annie Rivicchio a few times, and that's a legend. And here he is with the former two-time champ,
Yeah,
Sarah Bilgis, and Sarah right now she's been doing big things for your division because she's promoting shows. She's even though and what's that like? That's when you're on the stage with Sarah and Natalia, all these other ladies. What's that feeling?
what I feel when I
Yeah,
am on stage with her,
yeah.
it's a big. I am very proud to be on stage with those girls because I know they are the best in the world, and they are from USA. I'm from France. For me, it's exceptional to be with them on stage, and I think I have a lot of change, a lot of chance. Sorry,
Hmm.
and they are very kind girls, very
Hmm.
very kind. I
Yeah,
really like to be on stage with these girls.
yeah. And like just watch this video here. This is from the Olympia. This is I think it
Yeah.
was the finals, or was this the prejudging?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my prejudging.
Or is this the
Um,
finals?
this on the video.
Mm-hmm.
This is my routine.
Mm-hmm.
This is my routine uh, with my choreography. I like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, we like it too because like I said, you got some good moves on you.
yeah,
like I said, folks, this is why I say this is why I love black women. This is beautiful muscle and melanin combination. This is just a beautiful thing to watch.
Hmm.
People like yourself who have a good style of posing, detail of the muscle development. I mean, it's just you have you look very playful as you just scooting across the stage.
Yeah, for me, everything is very important. The presentation, the choreography, everything is very important. Everything.
Mhm.
I have no details less.
Mhm.
Everything is important for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's the thing is that is you want to not just be competitive. You want also to be fun. And some people
Yeah.
can take it a little too seriously, but at the same time,
Hmm.
it's like I say, it is like a sport, anything, but it is a sport where you got to put a lot of work in. We got my man Paul Steep. He has a comment. He says, "I love have a menage with Barbara." Yeah, you gotta be careful, Paul Steep. You gotta be careful. Also, we have some people coming through here. We got my man. This is Roy. Is Dova Roy? I think his name is Roy. Hi, Miss Barber. Huge fan of yours. Yeah, you got some big fans here. We got here the female bodybuilding channel coming through, showing respect. Big fans of those guys. They come
Oh
through, make
yeah.
content. Yeah, great guys. They put in
Yeah, I like it.
good work.
Mhm.
Also, Ballsy says that yeah, she has a sexy back, and he says, alas, yes, Lord. He's very excited. Like I say, when I get some of you ladies in here, especially the I would say the top tier ladies, hey, these guys come in like a rush. So as you know, you have been 3 times in a row top four at
Mhm.
the Olympia. I mean, that is something I think not too many women can say that they have. You still like you say, you feel like you. What do you feel like you need to do to crack into that top three? Because back in 2021, I remember I told you a while back that no longer is it that you are qualified by top five, it's top three, except for in the men's division, where in which it's still top five. What do you feel like you need to do to crack up there to get past people like Sarah and Brooke and Natalia.
I really don't know. I really don't know because each time the feedback they give to me, I have a very nice physique. Everything is beautiful, and in same time on stage I finish fourth. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. And
Mm-hmm.
I know this time I was 1 point from Brooke, and maybe this year I was less
Cyrated.
yeah, yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
because before there were a lot of stress. I I I I try to no before I go to on stage event come to complicate my situation on stage because I had run appointments with makeup at the same time I was supposed to be on stage.
Mm.
So someone called me and I was very stressed, very panicked, and I run a lot. I crossed 2 hotels running, and then I yes, and then I arrived on backstage, very stressed, very it was crazy. It was crazy. And then on stage, I think I was a little bit water under my skin. So the quality of my muscle was not perfect
Mm-hmm.
because of this stress before.
Yeah, I know. It happens. Well, I remember I talked to a friend of my house. She said that she looked great before like before she did the evening show, but
Hmm.
then she kind of flattened out.
Hmm.
And that can happen because stress can be a factor. It can affect your how
Oh
your
yeah.
muscle looks. Especially if you're holding water, because
Hmm.
I know what the language is like. You want you to be really dry when you come
Hmm.
in. But then they're saying that like it's like they say like I remember when we were talking with Sarah said Sarah should have came in She usually come in shredded,
Hmm.
but this year she came a little bit, just a slight off, and that's how the tire was able to get in like she did. But they told her, hey, you need to. The one thing I think I talk about is the judging criteria. They keep changing over and over again. I got a friend, he competes, and he tells me how they're saying that they don't want you ladies to come in too styrated. But the thing is that that's about if you come, then if you go to another show and then you come in too soft, then you say or they tell you well, you didn't come in dry or tight enough. We got a man, Ball Steve, that's asking you a question. He says, um, "Did you learn English from competitions? Like like, especially how did you when did you learn English? That's the big question.
Uh, I learned English first at school. I was one of the best. Uh, uh, I was one of the best, and then because of I travel a lot, I practice my English. It's not perfect, but I try to to speak my
Well,
best.
like I said, I know people who live here in this country, and their English is not perfect either.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
tell you,
No.
you come down here to the South. You meet people that talk like I read that now about follow there, boy. And that's how sometimes we talk like that. I have people
Yeah,
tell me say where you from because they think I'm from like up north. You from like California, New York, something like that? I said no, I was born around here. I was born around here. I said no, you talk very educated. I said no, I just when I was a kid my parents used to work. I had my older sister. I was running around like a 3 4 years old. She put me in a chair. And I had to watch educated television. That's where I got my
mm,
accent from. Also, we got here. This is man Khan. Loved your Olympia presentation. Cheers from France. Also Ballsy, like I said, peace and blessings are beautiful. And we got a lot of comments here. I mean, I'm telling you, these guys are excited. He says also this is KL the Wanderer. Her English ain't bad. It's not bad. And yeah, and somebody said about so much stress. Yeah, stress
yeah.
is because people got
Maybe yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
stress is a
It's
thing
a
that you got to think about because you got to think about it. You got to get ready for a show. You got to get your hair. We don't worry about the hair part, but you got to get your makeup done. You got to get you got to get jewelry. The sport has changed over the years because back in the day, okay, ladies used to wear nice little hair, get a hair done, but now you ladies have to be more blinged out. The cost of a suit, the cost of your training, your
mhm,
travel. I mean,
yeah.
you do a show like I think what was the prize money for the Portugal when you won?
2,000
And that's in euros. So
in
if that's
euros. Yes.
yeah, so that's I think it's like maybe less than 1,000 American. And and then you go do a show where you look over the men's division, and guys walk away with maybe $20,000, 30,000, in which
Yes.
it costs more for you to compete
Hmm.
as a woman.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's. I think it's not. It's not. It's not good thing
Mm,
for women because, as you said, we have jewels, we have suits, cost a lot, preparation, makeup, a lot of things cost are expensive. So maybe if the price will be more important, it will be a motivation for girls to
mm,
participate in competition.
mhm. And also, I think one thing is if I think people could step up and sponsor some of you ladies, because I think it's a lot harder for your ladies to get sponsors, especially in the divisions like I think women's bodybuilding and physique. It's a lot harder for you because people don't like the idea of women with muscle. They feel like it's pushing the level of femininity. There's always a debate where a few years ago this was like about the around about the 90s, early 2000s, where they started to put in weight classes in women's bodybuilding in the pro level, but not in the men's level. And then they tell women, hey, you got to come in like, oh, this 20% under the muscle limit. But then, you don't tell that to the guys. And that's just a double standard. But I'll say about the part about the money because the fact is, we all know that the money's going to go to the men because the guys are the standard. They're the ones who get more attention. It don't cost for guys to wear a banana hammock. That's like $50, $60. And, and then you ladies have to get prepared. We got my man here. Balls, you like to ask your question? He says, "How's the weather in France today? How's the weather in France?"
Very nice today. Well, today it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice over here too in North Carolina. It's nice and sunny. It was raining the other day, but it cleared up a little bit. And my man, Kara One One says Chocolate Women Month. Yeah, because yeah, as you know, this is here in America, it is Black History Month, and I dedicate a lot of my some of my stuff to ladies of Melody in the world of bodybuilding and other sports. And and this is a pleasure to get a lovely, sexy European chocolate French woman on my channel here for an interview. And and it's just you know, like I said, I grew up like this. I grew up as my mother was a single woman. I had three older sisters, and I always have a love and respect for my black women. Me,
Hmm.
you could be here, be of course on the other side of the ocean. I love respect for you ladies, and also for women in bodybuilding. Because, like I said, you ladies go through a lot. You got to put in a lot of work, time like this in sport, and and it's a hobby sport, and it should be a
Hmm.
sport that's a little bit more profitable for you in the long run. My man, Khan says this also. It's impressive. Not many French on stage in the Olympia. French does not have fitness culture like the U.S. Yeah, because you got to think about it. There was one French woman back in the day, Marianne Nicolas. If you ever heard of her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know her.
Oh wow, you know her. That's cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was training in the same gym before. Yes, I know
Mhm.
her very well.
Yeah, and she was, I think, the first Black French woman to compete
Yeah,
at Olympia, and
yeah.
then you were the second, and then this that last year you had you and Moon and Sophie Leo, and then you also did a show, UK show, and it was like you want to say a triple header for France to have three ladies from your country represent each other. What was that feeling when y'all all three y'all were at the Olympia this year? How y'all were? What was the conversations when y'all won y'all Olympic qualifications?
We were very very proud to be on this stage, and from France. It's for her for them. It was very exceptional, and we all of all of us very fight to be on this stage, especially Sophie Leo, and it was very exceptional for us. We were very proud to be there.
Hmm. And you say I feel man Anne has been leased about 3 or 4 times, just not as many as you, but she seemed like she just can't crack into the top five. But she has a great physique. I know over Female Bobby Channel they talk about her, and it's just she's done pretty good. Now you have been on stage with her. I think you have. I remember y'all did the Europa together. You did the UK show together. I mean,
Hmm.
and what when y'all talk, what's your mindset about when you get ready for a show?
Uh, it's like uh, friendly. It's friendly communication together, and we support together each other. And maybe in Europe, she has uh, more chance than me.
More
Yeah,
pleasing
yeah,
aesthetics
yeah,
than
yeah,
you
yeah,
with the United States because I think with the United
yeah.
States, I often think this: the European bodybuilders do well in Europe, but then when they come here, it can be difficult. That's why you don't see as many of them compete here in the states, and plus the cost of traveling from one country to another. Then I know when they had in 2020, you and were doing quarantine in Mexico because
Hmm.
that was you had to do 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then that was your first Olympia. And what was that feeling when that first time you get to meet people like Alina Popa, you get to meet guys like people like
Linda Murray.
yeah, Linda Murray. Linda Murray,
Yeah,
I actually saw her show, her Savannah show. I get to talk to her, I get to see her,
yeah.
and and to meet, like that was the year. Also, I was supposed to compete that year, but she got sick. What was that feeling to be around some of these legends in this sport?
Oh, for me, it's wow. It was impressive. I was impressive to see them, and it's I think the first time I was in my first Olympia, it was very special. It was a very special year, and I met a lot of great and legend of bodybuilding, and it's a chance for me from
Hmm.
France, to meet all of these legendary athletes.
Hmm. Well, we got here also a man, Lawrence Perkins, just came through saying, "Good morning, Miss Barbara. Good morning,
Hello.
George, and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Lawrence." Also, Lawrence says, "One of my favorite athletes in the world. You're his favorite
Wow.
athlete in the world. In the
Wow.
world."
The world.
uh, we got here the Fear by Me channel says, it says, "Kava Barbara." I think, hi, what's that word? I don't know what you
Ça
said.
va. Ça va.
Saba.
How are you? Wait, in
Oh yeah,
French. Ça
okay,
va.
okay, yeah, because JB knows French better than
Yeah.
I do. Only
Yes,
French,
I'm good.
yeah, most of my French I learned from Pepe Le Pew as a kid. From the Looney Tunes cartoons. They now they cancel Pepe Le Pew. He's canceled. How get canceled Pepe Le Pew? I mean, it's just crazy how things are going. Folks, if you're interested in following Miss Marjan, her social media stuff in the description. And but guys, you know my rules. I have this rule. Miss Barbara, there's no offense to you. I tell these guys out there. I know we see Barbara. You see her working out. You see her on stage. You get the little pop tit in your pants. No D pics. Stop it, guys. Stop that. She has a daughter. She has friends. She
Mhm.
don't want to be on her phone saying, "Who did just say this to me?" I mean, this is the way this man saying me this, and it just don't make sense because, like I said, this is the thing about this. Where I talk about this, how people may not like female bodybuilders particularly, but there's guys out there who are fans of you ladies. But then they don't want anybody to know, hey, I'm not, I don't want to be, I don't want nobody to know that. But you ever, when you're like, we out and about, you ever have some good exchange, bad exchange, of people's attitude towards you?
In France,
Yeah. Or just anywhere when you go. It's France or here in America.
in France is very different than America. In France, they don't like a woman like me, with muscles, no hair. They said always I look like a man, and it's not for muscles is are not for girls, for women. They said, but in USA, when I meet people, they always congrats me. They love my physique. It's very different. Very different. It's
Hmm.
the reason why I like to travel in USA, because people like girls like me.
Yeah, yeah. Man here, Female Bobby Challenge says, we waves the watches, take care, have to do the things. Yeah, yeah. He says he see you, Barbara. Also, this is from Roy. Take care, guys. You guys are my faves. FBBC channel. That's you're talking to them. Also, Merry Black History Month by Ball Steve, and and also my man, Lawrence Perkins says that's a blessing. Yeah, and it's a blessing. Like I said, you come here and like I said, you're a beautiful woman. Like I said, you are. And this is the other guy. He says like this: you are beautiful. I had to bring him out because you know what. And the thing is, like I said, you are still a woman. You're a woman. You are in a sport in which you are an athlete. And I say this, people, no one, people. I think people are not comfortable with the idea when see, especially in like France. I think it's very like kind of like almost like I did an interview with Gabby Garcia, Gabby Pena, and she's from Mexico, and she says how it's a very masculine attitude, and I think it's the same thing in France that they don't want to see women build muscle. And then you think about it. Okay, you try to be a man. There'd be guys who have no muscle. So you try to be a woman, and and guys like that need to understand that you are an athlete. You're here to compete.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. They
Yeah.
have to understand that, but they don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Yeah, I am an athlete. I am a professional athlete, and this is my job to be like that.
Hmm.
To,
Yeah.
I need that to be the best on stage.
Hmm. And also, we got here. Roy says she is a classy lady. The way she speaks, she's soft spoken and it's just class. And guys like that.
Oh,
Also, we got Balls D says, do you ever get nervous on stage or before step up there? So you ever get nervous with
never,
like you never get? Yeah,
never.
I know somebody.
Always quiet. Always quiet.
Hmm. Also, Ball, you like a question I have to ask you. She's single.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
see,
not.
that thing is always the good ones are taken. That's the thing. It's always a good women taken. So you and your boyfriend, how he feels about you competing? Is he supportive, or he
Oh
feel like
yes, he support me since the beginning, and
hmm
all the time. He pushed me. He helped me every time.
hmm
He with
yeah,
me all the time.
yeah, and that's good to find somebody who loves you and stand by you because I know some people like especially like your family. When you started competing, what was their mindset? How they felt about you competing?
My family didn't accept what I was doing, and because they didn't understand why. And when I won my second competition, and at this moment they understood what I was doing and why I would like to I like to compete. Sorry, excuse me.
That's all right.
And now they support me. They give me a lot of good energy. Now they accept my condition of athlete.
hmm We got here. My man Khan says because bodybuilding is not very much recognized in France, it's as a sport, I guess. And then like I said, you're not the only French. There's Marisa Minos. She's from France.
Yeah,
Marianne, and I think there's been a collection
yeah.
of amazing ladies. There was one lady I met back in the day, my aunt, my bear, and beautiful lady. I think she was of West Indian descent. Beautiful, beautiful skin, great physique.
Oh
She was,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think she was just. I talk about this on my channel where just some of these women are just amazing.
Hmm.
We got here my brother coming through. This is my brother Execution 23. Hey George Page. Hey Exec coming through. Also, this is from KL and Wonder. America is more liberal, so women with muscles is more tolerated. Yeah, you should tolerate them. You should respect them because, like I said, it shouldn't be about tolerance. You respect them because they are athletes. They're here to come. They come to compete. They come to represent themselves. I
Hmm.
think. I think one thing about America is that there's more shows for you competitors here than there is in Europe. Because I think this year you only have technically three shows because you have the Portugal show,
Hmm.
the show in Spain,
Spain,
the UK show,
yeah.
and technically the show in Romania is four, but the show in
Mania, yeah.
Romania is
Hmm.
for next year's Olympia, the 2024 Olympia.
Yeah.
And then here, I think, unlike women's bodybuilding, where physique has more shows,
Exactly. Yeah.
because but still not as many compared to, I would say, bikini and wellness.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts on those divisions as a competitor?
Wellness and bikini divisions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think about wellness division is a very, very beautiful division. I really like this division, and I think athletes made a very hard work to have legs and glutes like they have. For bikinis division is different. I think these divisions has changed since 5 years maybe, and they are more muscular, more. I like what they came now when they before they were not enough muscular, and now they are.
Yeah,
I think I prefer what they are now.
yeah. I think with bikini, it was brought in as an alternative. Some women, as you know, if you think about it, originally bodybuilding when they started out for the women's division, it was just women's bodybuilding, and then later on they brought in fitness, and then fitness spun off from fitness was figure because you get a figure. You were a figure competitor first before you became a physique competitor,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they spinned off from that. And then they brought in bikini later for those women who didn't want to get as large as the
Hmm.
figure and physique and bodybuilders. And then I think why they brought in wellness is because it's very popular in Brazil. It helps those women who don't want to get as it has just like I see some wellness girls who look like they could be figure because I know some girls who are wellness and I know some girls who are figure and physique who went to wellness. And I think because that division might work with their aesthetics, because especially if you were like, this is what my friend told me, if you have those Afro jeans, like especially black women, you have bigger hips, thicker in the waist, and it's harder for you to get to the more smaller, more
Hmm.
compact,
Yeah.
shape. Like if you look at figures for more taller, leaner girls, and I think with wellness is more for the girls who just a little bit more, who's a little more thicker in the waist and the hips and the quads like that. I think that fits for some of the division. I mean, would you consider going over to that division, or you think like I'm perfect here, I'm fine in physique?
No, no. Always stay in physique.
Mm-hmm. Will you
I
consider
think
going up?
no, 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 no. I feel very good in women physique
Mm,
division.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think you see, I wasn't a big fan of physique division, but as doing this content, I've really come, really interviews I've made with some of these ladies, and I really learned about your divisions. Divisions like it's there's some aspects of it where it is a little bit women's bodybuilding, but then it's its own division. But it's just the look is different. One thing I think the debate saying that they wanted you to really pull back more, be more of the soft feminine look. But it's like any sport. You're evolving. You can't keep somebody into one little box and not notice all. Like if you look at, like I said, the last Olympia, where I saw people like Melissa Tyke and Angie and Ashley Jones. Those girls are evolving. They look like they might have no choice but to go up to women's bodybuilding for the way they look, because and also I think some ladies they don't want to go because they feel like I get my femininity if I go to bodybuilding. But then you look at people like Sheeta Oleg, or you look at yourself, or look at any woman. There's some attractive women in all the divisions.
Yeah, I think it's more difficult to go up in division, to go up to example. For example, if I would like to go in bodybuilding division, I think it would be very difficult for me. And uh, if I would like to go in figure, I think it's easier. It will be easier. I think it's my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, true. Because like, you look at some of the figure girls now, they're getting really like Lola Montez. I follow Lola Montez. She was super shredded that show.
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard to beat Sydney Gillen, because Sydney had that good balance of femininity and softness. And I think that what keeps her in that spot. But some of the other girls are constant. Even if you look at fitness, you look at because you're backstage around those women. You look at people like Missy Trescott. Missy's getting like huge. I mean, fitness is supposed to be a little bit more softer. You can move around, but she's getting huge. We got a man Khan here saying, yes, competing is tough. You need more support from family and friends. A man here, KL the Wanderer, keep up the good work with your interview and with the beautiful queen. And he's a fan of yours. We got here, man Roy. People always find a way to judge. I used to be fat. People used to call me bad stuffs. Now I gain muscle. They say I'm not bulky enough. You women are so strong. I just get inspirational. And also, balls. You guys said thick thighs save lives. And yeah, this is a good thing, because you women like yourself, you inspire people like you to get into the sport. What was like? You ever had somebody come to you say, Mademoiselle, I was just so excited when I saw you. I just feel like you're just amazing. Tell me what you can tell me. What's your secret? Like, what did you tell? You can share your story with me.
My secret?
Yeah,
Uh, I don't have any secret. I
I put on
always,
stock first.
I don't know. I know I work very hard, and I'm very always enjoy what I'm doing. All the time, I have a positive mind every time, and that's it. Always smiling, always have a good time with everyone, and that's it. I don't have secrets.
Well, like I said, my man, the Joker might say like this: let's put a smile on that face. And like she has a lovely smile. Got a man, Roy, saying, you know, she has more gifts. Yeah, and she does. And also he says, um, I think Miss Barber has the perfect package for the physique division. I love both Vilgas and Cueto, but they are getting close to women's bodybuilding. Miss Majan has more aesthetics than Brooke. And yeah, I mean, you feel like, because I know a lady who was a friend of mine. She was doing an event and Natalia was there, and Natalia, she seemed like she just got. I know she just got really big because she was doing at least. She always does it. She was in 5, 10 shows after the last Olympia, and she just got really huge. And Sarah, I think she has the aesthetics that's maybe close to someone like, I would say, back in the day, like Linda Murray, or maybe or some of the grades are getting close to like people like Iris Kyles. You feel like that some women are just, they're trying to fight from maybe switching divisions, or they feel like they're more comfortable where they're at.
Uh, Excuse me, can you repeat your question?
Well, I say, do you feel like some women are more comfortable where they're at, or they just, instead of just going ahead and moving up, or you're just fighting to stay in the division they feel like that works for them?
I think they prefer to fight the divisions they are, and usually they don't want to change. I think they feel good in their own divisions.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. My man Roy says, Ashley Jones can beat Andrew Shaw. So, no, no. I like Ashley Jones. She has a great physique. She has a great look to her. Even I think even Andrew said, I've seen Andrew did an interview a while back. She said that she has those muscle bellies, but I don't know if she can beat Andrew Shaw. She might give a run for her money, but it's just all about if it's up to her if she wants to go up. Because I know somebody said that they might say, what, I want to take a year off and maybe think about what I want to do, and and just see where I want to progress. Have you are you considered taking a break, or you are competing this year?
I don't know. I really don't know because the two last year was very difficult, and I was in non-stop preparation, non-stop diet, non-stop training. It was very difficult. So this year I take my time to decide it, sorry, if I compete very close or very late in the year. I don't know.
So
I don't
you
know.
feel like you just right now you just want to weigh your options before you get into anything.
Yeah,
My man KL is wondering also, uh, what is her occupation? See, so what do you do for a living outside of bodybuilding?
go to with my daughter. Go to see to the cinema and shopping, walking, sleeping.
Yeah,
So I take my time.
yeah. See, people don't realize, especially America here, that over in France, y'all a little bit more laid back compared to us. We're working, like I said. I used to work 2 jobs. I mean, when I was like, by the time I was like, by the time before I was 30, I was working 2 jobs. I used to work in a place where we used to make shirts and stuff. And then also my other job was I used to work at a gas station, and then I had another job where I worked in or gentlemen's club, or we call them strip clubs. And yeah, y'all have a little bit more relaxed. You sit and you have like a hour have an hour lunch. We used to have like 30 minutes. We got to you got 30 minutes to eat. Taste it now, eat now, taste later. And it's just you just have that. People go to France and like it's just you just have a very calm demeanor about yourself.
Yeah, I'm very calm person, and I don't need to. I don't like to be stressed and run everywhere like everyone in France. And I'm not a stressed person, and I like to work to choose my job. Actually, I am a coach, and I'm no stress, no. I'm cool. I'm quiet.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, folks, I'm gonna show you a video of the lovely Miss Menage. This is from 2021, and this is when she competed at the Olympia.
Hmm.
We can have a little fun. Have some fun and watch this because, like I said, she has, as I said again, she has a beautiful physique, and it's fun to watch these videos with you ladies as us fans. We support you, and and we just like I said, we just love what presentation you bring to us. It's entertaining, it's fun, and and I say it's a beautiful thing. This is here from a show she competed at. This was the 2021 Olympia. We got Bob Chicaloro right there. We put up the sound. We got to be careful with the sound because I don't want to get a YouTube strike. You know, she's coming out on the stage and wow, it's just wow.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like I said, she just has, like I said again, she has an amazing body. She starts out really slow, got her hands up, you know, do commentary, and you just like I say, who works with your posing?
Uh, who? What? Sorry.
Oh, who's your posing coach? You have a posing coach? 'Cause I know a lot of them.
No, for this competition, I run by myself.
Oh, so you're your
Yeah,
own coach. So
yeah, yeah.
that's pretty good.
Every time. Just for last year, I took a professional choreograph, and this was the first time. But
Mm-hmm.
since I start competing, uh, I was my own coach for choreography.
That's pretty good. I mean, there's some good coaches out there. I know some people I follow who coach, and who you think in your mindset who's a good poser you've seen on stage posing.
Oh, my favorites is a man, and is not it's not on the it's not here. It was Macmillan. Cedric Macmillan was my best poser.
Uh-huh. And that's the
Yeah,
late Cedric McMillan who passed away, last
yeah.
year. And
Unfortunately, yeah.
yeah, he was a well-known guy, Mr. Olympia,
Mm,
a
hmm.
competitor, Arnold Schwarzenegger competitor. And
Yeah.
I think last year was kind of like a lot of people just we had a lot of deaths. Like we had Shaw Roden, and then the situation you were at. I think you were Spain when Alana Havani passed away, wasn't you, or was that with somebody? I don't think was you there, or I can't remember. I know. I talked to one lady who was there when that year when Alini passed away because she was another Czech competitor. I did an interview
Hmm.
a while back, and and like I said, people got to realize that it's risks in this sport because if you don't follow guidelines, you don't follow a diet, or you take too much of a certain thing, it could cause some health issues.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't have any opinions about what happened last year, because I think it's bizarre. It's not for me. It's not. I don't know how to say. Uh, it's not normal death for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
For me,
Yeah,
it's not because of preparation. It's anything else. I
mm,
don't want to speak about that, but
yeah.
in my mind, it's anything
You
else.
don't want to put it in your mind. We
Yeah,
got
yeah.
here. KL Wonder saying someone has to beat Andrew Shaw at some point. I don't know anybody anytime soon. Also, KL is also at this more. Are there more chocolate women bodybuilders in France? Just asking because I don't
No,
know. I think other
no.
than no, because it's just I think other than her and Moyan, it's not that
Hmm.
many. Not like I said, not a lot of women want to get into the sport of bodybuilding. Other than I think your Caucasian women like people like Anne and Sophie and Marissa. That's
Hmm.
just not a lot. Because the
Yeah,
fact is, it's not. As I said again, it's not considered as popular,
yeah.
and also is not as profitable compared to other sports where in which if you play like soccer or any kind of professional sport, that's your living. You don't have to have any other thing, just that's your job. But then the thing is like, you ladies have to way make money is like I know some ladies do OnlyFans, some ladies do her biceps and these stuff. They do photo sessions because it's a way to make money. Because there's a big fetish for female bodybuilders. It's like if you look at it like this, if you look at the men, their fan base is going to be mostly break down like this, guys who are fan of bodybuilders, guys who are come say come sa who's a fan of bodybuilders,
Mm.
maybe a few women, but with you ladies, it's just small niche of guys, or as we are called schmoes. And and we love you ladies. I mean, like some guys. I remember this guy. I used to be on this chat room where I used to just come in, just talk about female bodybuilding stuff like that. And this guy say, there's a quote we smokes call it. We say, when you ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. And and it's just the beauty of the muscle, And people look at us saying like, why are you into women like that? I mean, aren't she like, no. She's a lady. She's just a woman. And it's just like I said, I'm from the South. I want women a little bit more fuller, a little bit more shapelier. And and it's just that it's particularly you're a woman who has a passion for a sport.
Uh, it's um, it's very for me. It's very special because I was not in bodybuilding before. I I didn't know about this sport, and I discovered this sport only in 2015, maybe 1 year before, and I have no bad thinking about the sports, but it wasn't interest me at this time, and step by step, when I go on stage, I feel like this is for me. I was thinking this is for me. I like to see my body with muscle. I feel good with my muscle. I don't have any bad thinking about my physique when uh, saw me on stage or in the mirror. And what people think about me, I don't care. At the beginning, it was difficult because I don't understand why people was so bad, and at the end I understand they didn't know and they didn't want to understand why I was or my colleague was like me. And now it's not a problem if people uh, talk about my physique, because I like my physique, and I don't see me different in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. I want to be like that.
Hmm. Well, like I said, there's some guys here like you because you got here. My man Ball Deets says, "I love curves and muscles." Yeah, we love that. Also, he says, Balls Deet like says, "She nice rack." If in America, nice rack means she got a nice chest. So
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
so yeah. And also, my man KL says, Barbara looks nice, and she does look nice. She's made up from she can't she took the time she got made up off of me. She got her Olympia suit on. She could have wear a potato sack and a pair of boot blockers. I've been happy because I'm not particular, and and also man Roy says I like her way of hitting the front double just like a thing of beauty. It is. And also, Ballsy says he's eyeing your peach, meaning that your butt. He likes your butt. So
Mhm.
and also Balls like to know what's her hobbies other than shopping, going to movies,
Yes,
working
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Travel
Travel,
also.
yeah.
Yeah,
What, like I said, where would you like to, if you could go anywhere in the world? Where would you like to go? Because you've been to a lot of places, but where you would like to go if you get a chance to?
it's very easy to respond. USA.
See, like this,
USA.
it's like do you remember the movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a part in the movie where this guy he says like it's Hollywood. Everybody wants to come here, you know, and it's like I said, there's a lot more opportunities for shows for competitors. Also, I think it is like I said, we're a little bit more laxed compared to, because Europe is very old
yeah,
traditional.
yeah.
Even though some ways there's some lax in it, parts of it. I think you probably would do good. I got a friend. Her name is, I don't know if you remember, if you ever met her. Her name is Tisha Thomas, and she is a black lady. She lives in Germany, and
Hmm.
she started her business. She's doing pretty good there. I think it's particularly where you can find a place to fit in that works best for you. I know France is your home. You live there. You have your daughter there, but if you come
I
here.
need I need someone. I need any something else. I need to change really. And I was last no 2 years ago. I was in Miami, and I fell in love with Miami. So maybe you can see me
What
in the future in Miami.
well, you know, the Olympia's going back to Orlando
Yeah,
this year, and I heard it was a mess in Vegas. I mean, I was talking. I know I did an interview the week after the Olympia. I did an interview with Denise Willis, and she was recovering from. I mean, a lot of people got sick.
yeah,
Because I went to Vegas because the fact was because of the pandemic. Because Florida was a little bit more open to have the Olympia compared to Vegas. The state of Nevada had restrictions, and I asked you, did you get sick there, or were you?
no, nothing, nothing, no, no.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
you were one of the lucky ones, huh? Yeah. We got a man, Kid Khan here saying there is a French guy who wants to go to Olympia. Stefan Mataya. He has a YouTube channel. Check it out. Also, my man Balls Deep. Her body is fire. And also, Balls Deep says she can come to Chicago. You can come to Chi Town. And also, Roy says, how bad do you want to win the Olympia? What would you, like I said, would that be the feather in your cap when they tell you you beat both Natalia, you beat Sarah, and you beat Brooke and get the
Mhm.
title? And how's that? Would that make your day? Would that make your year when they say, "Hey, Parmesan, the new Miss Olympia Physique"?
It's my dream. It's my dream to hear that. It's my dream.
Hmm.
But I don't
Yeah.
know. What I don't know what I have to do more. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, like I said, it's just judge criteria keeps changing every year. They want the girls to come in
Yeah,
star rated. They want the come in girls getting tight. I
yeah.
mean, it's just you know,
It's difficult.
it's difficult.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Mm.
but like I said, you have a great physique. You got a great look to her. I mean, I think you should truthfully, you should place a lot better. We're gonna show some other. We're gonna go quick on the IG real quick. And this is from some pictures I saw while I was looking on your social media. And and it's like I said again, I'm a fan of your physique. I think you have a beautiful physique. You have a beautiful body. And this is from the UK show at the Arnold's. And as you know,
Mm.
Arnold has pushed out women's bodybuilding and physique and figure from his show, and that's just. I mean, it's not representing um, you know, women's bodybuilding anymore. It's we all know it's going to be for the men, but still, I think it should be one of the biggest stages for all divisions.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
It,
and just yeah, because I say, and this is from you. Like this is some great pictures here. Like I said, maybe
yeah, like
me,
this.
yeah. And a while back, I think there's something on here I made for you. I remember I made it, and you posted it on you. And this is where I really let me see. I can find it. And this is really where I, when I think where it is. I remember I made this and I sent it to her, and she really liked it so much she posted it on her IG. Well, I see where it's down here somewhere. It's down here somewhere. It's gonna take a while, so be patient. But it was
I was in on stage or in gym at
I
gym.
think it was. I thought I saw it here, and and I remember this is. I sent it to you when I had my OIG account. Oh, here it is. And this is
Oh,
from your 2020. Yeah, I remember
oh
this.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And I made it. I sent that to you. I said, you liked it so much, you posted it. That tells me, as a fan, that you really appreciate it. and I really, it kind of really just, this is from my own account, my old account, George McCarthy 501, which is
Mhm.
now been hacked. And and I just love this because I sent it to you, and you thanked me for it, and you posted it on your IG, and that tells me that, you know what, that shows that I really appreciate you for supporting me, that's why I say I love supporting ladies like you, because you deserve all the support you need to in the sport. And it's just you know I just it was lovely for you to respond to me, and to do this interview, and
My
it's
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
well, it's no, it's my pleasure, madam. It's my pleasure, madam. What's up? Uh, we got here, Ballsy. What she want to be when she grows up? I mean, what you want to do? Would you, after you feel like your time is up? What you want to do after the sport? Is there a plan, an exit plan for Barbara Majan?
After I have no plan. I have no plan really. I was thinking about things, but here in France, nothing is sure in France, so I didn't plan anything here.
Yeah. Well, my man Roy says he's fourth in the world. So and also my man Balls Deep says, good luck, beautiful. You want to wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
And also, Roy saying Natalia just oversized Sarah this year. I just hope they switch back to Barbara. These two women are getting too peeled. Yeah, they're getting, yeah, it's just,
Mhm.
you know. But here's my mindset about the sport. And here's my mindset about women in bodybuilding. As I said again, this you women, you put in much time and work as the men do, probably even more. It costs more for you to compete as a woman. You have to put in more time. Guys got, like I said, guys got to put on banana hammock and maybe some hair gel, and that's about it. You ladies have to get your makeup on. You got to get your hair done. You got to get your nails done. You got to have your jewelry. You got to buy posing suits that cost you, a month's rent sometime. And I think what's this is why I say like this. If I was someone, and if I had the means of the way, I'd say to Madame Majan, I would love to sponsor you in your next upcoming show. If you need something from me, and particularly if you need like whatever you need, I got it for you. There's some guys out there who say like this, "Hey, Barbara, I watch your films, your pics, and your videos. I might do something for you, do something for me." No, stop that, guys. Stop that. These women, they are athletes. They do stuff they do because it's a way to make a little income. But generally, if you're someone out there who wants to support Miss Marjan in her upcoming season or anything, be genuine about your interests. Don't be that weird guy who says, "Hey, you know what, Bob?" Like, no, no, stop it. Be a guy who wants to see an athlete progress in her career and her path.
Mhm.
I think we want to see more of that. I think one thing is that I think they're trying to push out your divisions, even though, like I said, it's evolving. Women's bodybuilding and physique is evolving. They're getting a little close, especially in aesthetics. You're seeing physique competitors, and you thinking, "Oh, that's a bodybuilder." No, that's a physique competitor. You're seeing figure girls say, "Oh, that's a figure girl." No, that's a physique girl. That's a body. No, that's a figure girl. It's just it's
Mhm.
just there got to be some kind of guidelines where they're supposed to break the difference between the divisions.
Uh, it's true. These two divisions are very closed. It's very difficult if you don't know about the two divisions to make the difference because figures are very muscular and very dry now, and like women physique division, they look like the same a little. I think, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got here my man Roy, and he says Linda Murray personally prefers Miss Majan. She told me in a podcast. Wow. So
Wow,
Linda Murray, because wow, Linda Murray,
Linda,
wow, much respect to Linda Murray. She, I
yeah.
think she has a show in Atlanta coming up. I think this summer. I went to Savannah last year. I don't know if she can Savannah again. I had a friend reach out to me, asked me if I were to go to Atlanta. I got a niece that stays up there. I'm thinking about it, but I got financial things to take care of, and to have someone like Linda Murray tell you that your physique is somewhat like, especially I think it's maybe when she was coming up, where people like her, like I think one person I think physique you would come close to her is Laura
Mm-hmm.
Craval. I think you have that same kind of built-in physique like
Mm-hmm.
Laura Craval, just maybe a little bit more. But Laura was one of my favorites back in the day. I love Laura Craval. She had a beautiful woman. She was from Ghana, but she lived in Canada. But
Yeah.
she was just beautiful look to her. We got here also Khan. Yeah, Vince is a spectacular of Olympia. There is no explanation about the different categories. A little bit of explanations could help us understand more. Yeah, and I think people need to educate themselves. Some of the stuff I learned from conversations like with yourself and other competitors. Other stuff I listen to podcasts and stuff that talk about it. But like I said, the sport, like I said, is evolving, and you just can't keep you know the women. You can let guys go. You can go as big as Big Ramy, and then you can Heidi Chopin, and then but you women, you also are evolving, and they want to hold you down. So keeping this level. No, you can't. You can't stop, especially if you train hard. Also people talk about how they're taking steroids so like that, but steroids is just one of the factors of it. You have to be consistent. You have to get up in the morning. You have to train. You have to work out. You have to
Mm-hmm.
eat. You have to diet. It's just not just about popping pills and lifting weights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. We have a lot of responsibilities, and we have to be very uh,
Consistent.
yes, exactly.
That's
Very.
the thing when it says
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah, yeah. And if we, for women in this sport, if we want to be the best, we have to do more and more and more every time, every day, every year. We have to improve uh, yourself.
Mhm.
You have to improve yourself every time. We don't have to stay all the time in the same level. Uh, in in our mind, we have to to expect the best of them every time.
And it's
This is
smart.
my this is my opinion.
Hmm. Yeah, and my man here says that he says she even told her look stands out. Yeah, and you have a standout look, and that's a good thing about it. Folks, like I say, we do appreciate her time. Coming on here. I know she's a busy lady. She has to go shop and go watch movies. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie you saw?
Titanic,
Oh
Titanic.
God, that's a girl's movie. See, that's a girl's movie. It's a girl's movie. See, me, I am a big fan. Like my man KO will tell you, I'm a big fan of action. Like my favorite movie is the Chris Nolan Batman movies. I like to speak a lot of quotes. I love like the one thing like beware surroundings at all time, Master Wayne. Never kill up your feeling for the killing below. I mean, and thing is like this, how it's just it's just a pleasure talking with ladies like yourself, and to get to know that and give people an insight about what y'all women go through. People don't understand that. You need to understand that more. That man, Roy just says, YT or WT is your opinion about Dirty Bulking. Should I do it? I just look good and to be around 50% body fat. Wanted to know from the fourth best in the world. He says, what you feel about Dirty Bulking? I mean, I don't know. What's the terminology on that one?
The dirty what?
So he called it Dirty Bulking. He says, what is your opinion on Dirty Bulking? I think it's about we bulk up for the season. What you
Oh yeah, I understand. Yes. Uh, it depends of persons. Personally, I like to when I am off season. I like to keep my good condition. But if I want to be like I was before, no less muscles, more fat, I can if I want, but I don't want to.
Hmm.
There are people that don't care about that, but for me, it's very important to keep my condition, my muscular body. I like it, so I don't want to have a lot of fat or eat everything. So I don't know if you understand me, but for me, the most important is to keep my body in good condition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you lasted Olympia, what was your cheat meal after the show?
pizza, like every time, pizza,
You know,
pizza.
pizza. The thing
Yeah,
it's a
pizza.
it's Italian dish, but it's very popular in America. We
Yeah,
got here. Khan says, "Press de mas." If
kiss
my
yeah,
yeah,
yes, kiss the mass. Yeah.
yeah, what's that?
Uh,
Because my French is not that good.
uh, when you when you build muscle, when you
Yeah,
have more muscles,
yeah,
kiss the mass. Yeah.
yeah. So you are very consistent with your diet, and wow, and then that's why you're a champ, and yeah, with respect. But folks, like I said, and really, I do appreciate her taking this time. And like I said, I know she wants to go watch Titanic.
Yeah.
My sisters and my mother, their favorite movie was The Five Heartbeats. They used to love that movie. They used to or The Coat of Purple. We boys, we guys, we don't watch those. We used to watch The Five Heartbeats. I like Doug, you want to hang with Eddie Kane? But like I said, what would you, as a competitor, like to see change in bodybuilding overall?
Uh, I would like uh, I would like to people accept women who compete as a bodybuilder and accept women with muscles, accept that women with muscles are not necessarily uh, like like men. Muscles on women are for me uh, sexy. I do.
I think that's
Yes,
sexy too.
for me it is. For me it is, and uh, I would like that people accept also that women like to train, like to care their body, and like to be muscular woman. The spirit has to improve.
Hmm. So,
This is
like,
why.
truthfully, you want more respect and
Yeah.
more recognition. One thing
Mm.
also, I think you should get more money because if
Oh
you
yeah,
compete,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
More
that's one
money.
thing. Most
Yeah,
definitely, if
yeah,
Ty Shoper can walk away with
yeah.
$400,000, at least give
Hmm.
Natalia or Andrea at least a couple hundred
Yeah,
thousand. Because you think about it, hey, that would help out with
oh
Ayla,
yeah.
because some of these ladies they wouldn't have to do some of the stuff they have to do to make the money. But like I
Mm.
said, that's a thing that it's about what's popular. It's about what the sponsors want to do. But this is
Yeah.
why I say like this. I'm gonna shout out you guys out there. I know there's guys out there who are fans of female bodybuilders who support these ladies. If you are a person, as I said again, who has the means and the way to support these ladies in sport of bodybuilding, reach out in genuine interest. Let them know that, hey, I'm a fan of yours. I think you have a great physique. You just need that little extra push to help you along the way. I would like to do that without anything other than see you succeed. And that's what I want some people to see. I don't want to see this weird guy saying, like, no, stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. Just be somebody who wants to see an athlete progress. So, but anyway, do you have anybody who want to say hello, thank you, welcome to anything?
Uh, no, not really.
Mhm. No. Say it to your trainer and your coach, anything like that.
What? Sorry.
You don't say thank you to your coach or your trainer and people who work with you.
No.
Uh, okay, so let's leave that there because, like I said,
I don't really understand. Sorry.
I was saying like we. This is why it's often asked people say you want to say recognize somebody for helping you on your along the way, like a friend's family, like that, or you know, just
Ah, no,
show, So
no.
yeah, so everything's on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I said, we do appreciate her coming through and sharing her path and her story. I mean, ladies like this that are she. This is great for me to get in one of the top 5 women.
Hmm.
This is like a feather in my cap. To get someone like her here. I mean, I would love to get some. Like I said, like one thing is, I love to get these athletes who have the boots in the ground, 10 toes down, and who are just amazing women. And we got man here, Royce. Before he got out, Royce says, Brooke has a short forearms anatomically. Barbara had a way better structure. I don't really understand the decision. Well, that's how it is. The judges,
Hmm.
the judges picked, Brooke. I think Brooke because she has more of what they call more of the local aesthetics. More of
Yeah.
the,
Hmm.
I was rooting for Brooke. I feel like she probably could have did it, but she didn't come in the best condition. But this is why I say again, folks, this is a lovely lady, and she took time out for me to do an interview with her. She felt she was concerned about the language barrier, but she did pretty good. I have done interviews with ladies from other countries, and sometimes, it's just about time and being patient and understanding. And like I said, we also have to understand these ladies are athletes. She's a coach, a trainer. She's a mother. She is one of the amazing ladies, and and we want to wish her the best in the upcoming future. Now, guys, as I said again, if you want to reach out to her and support her, her information in the description. Reach out to her, but and this is but I gotta keep telling you guys out there. I know when you see her, you follow on social media, you see the videos like that. Don't do it. No deep pics. Stop it. She don't want to see that stuff. No woman want to see that. I know ladies get you excited, guys, but stop it. Think about it before you do it. So, like I said, man was there. I'd like to thank you again. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best of luck. Whatever you
Thank
do,
you.
I'm here to support you. And if you compete this year, there's always next year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I will
Well,
see.
yeah, thank you. Well, thank you. Don't. It's just one question. You don't have to thank me because, like I said, you know what. Like this is a quote from one of my favorite movies, Batman Begins at the End, when Jim Gordon says to Batman, said like, "I forgot to thank you," and he turned around and said, "You never have to." All right. Yeah. So anyway, folks, I'd like to thank people coming through. My man Roy, Khan, my brother XX23, Balls Deep, uh, Sean, Lawrence Perkins. All you who follow and subscribe to my channel, who saw this video, support it, comment, like, share. Even like I said, subscribe to the lovely Miss Barbara Majan. And like I said, reach out and show genuine interest in the support of an athlete in her path and her progression in the sport of bodybuilding. All right. All right, this is your mail away George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Barbie Talk. Like, don't subscribe. We're out. Have a great rest of your week.